So the last video that we did was on what happens when your why is in conflict with the people around you. In that video, I really didn't have any stories that went with that video, so I wanted to give you some context. I'm going to share one of the stories from early in my career when I had not yet defined my why, but my why controlled what I did. Please enjoy. In my first job as a lawyer, I remember feeling like I was sitting on top of the world as I looked out over Lake Erie. And I had this big, shiny office building that I got to come to work at every day. What I soon came to learn was those big, shiny offices came with a price. And that price was churning and churning cases. I began to see case after case settle for a fraction of its value. And a young man had come to me and he'd hired me to look into his matter. And I spent over a year learning the medicine and poring over the medical records and learning the story and proving his case. And as we were coming up on trial, about 4 months before trial, sure enough, the firm came to me and they suggested that we settle the case for a small amount. My client wasn't interested in doing that. He wanted to take his chances with the jury. Then about 2 months before trial, the firm came to me and suggested that they reassign the case to a more senior lawyer. My client didn't want any of that. He wanted me to try the case, and he told them that. But still, the firm wouldn't relent. They wanted me to convince the client to let the senior lawyer take over the case and settle it for the small amount that they thought they could get from the insurance company. I needed that job. I had a wife and a baby on the way. But I quit. I took the case and I tried it on my own. I felt like an idiot leaving a secure job. It turned out I was right, and it was my first big verdict. But what I know now is that I left that job because my why was different than the why of my partners, of the partners in the firm. Their why was to churn cases, to keep the lights on, to keep things moving, to be able to help more people. My why was to do the very best I could for my client, to make things better for him, to make things better in the community. And when I tried that case, sure enough, the doctor was thrown off the staff. His lies were exposed. We made things better, and I was hooked on medical negligence law. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have similar stories, please share them in the comments below and consider liking or subscribing. Thanks. Take care. Be well.